It was a chilly October evening in 2020 when I found myself walking along a narrow trail that wove through the dense woods of Pine Hills Park, just outside of my small town in New York. The trees stood tall and silent, their bare branches scratching against one another, creating an eerie melody that sent shivers down my spine. I had taken this path countless times before, but tonight was different. There was a weight in the air, as if something was watching me. I was alone. My friends had backed out at the last minute, claiming they felt a strange energy around the park. I had laughed it off, but now I could understand their hesitation. As I continued deeper into the woods, the shadows seemed to stretch longer, wrapping around me like cold fingers. The last rays of sunlight slipped away, leaving me enveloped in darkness. Suddenly, I heard it, a soft whispering, as if 1,000 voices were calling my name. I paused, my heart racing, trying to convince myself it was just the wind playing tricks, ignoring the gnawing feeling in my gut. I pressed on toward the old oak tree at the center of the park, rumored to be over 300 years old. Legend said it was a place where the spirits of the lost lingered, waiting for someone to heed their call. As I approached the gnarled tree, its twisted branches loomed above me like skeletal hands. The whispers grew louder, more urgent. "Help us! Help us!" they seemed to plead. I stood frozen, a mix of fear and curiosity swirling within me. It was then that I noticed small objects scattered around the base of the tree. Dried flowers, candles, and what looked like an old photograph, its edges frayed and curling. On impulse, I picked up the photograph, squinting to make out the faces of a family from decades past. They looked happy, but their eyes held a profound sadness I couldn't quite place. As I traced my fingers over their faces, the ground beneath me trembled lightly. I dropped the photo, my breath quickening. That's when I saw her, a girl no older than 16, standing just a few feet away from the oak. Her long, dark hair fell over her shoulders, and her eyes glowed an unnatural shade of blue. She appeared translucent, flickering like an old film reel. I wanted to run, but my legs felt like lead, rooted to the spot. "Why did you come here?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper, yet echoing in my mind like thunder. They all came, and then they never left. Confusion gripped me, and the whispers rose again, becoming a deafening chorus. "Leave now, leave now." My instincts screamed at me to turn back, but curiosity held me captive. "Who are they?" I managed to stammer, blinking against the creeping dread inching up my spine. "The soul's trapped," she said, her expression turning grave. "Bound to this place by their grief and sorrow, like me." With each word, the air grew colder. Shadows crawled across the ground, and the wind howled mournfully through the branches. I felt an overwhelming wave of despair washing over me, as if the forest itself was mourning. Then, as suddenly as she appeared, the girl turned and pointed toward the depths of the woods. "You must go. If you stay, you will join us." Panic surged through me, and I finally broke free from the spell binding me to that spot. I turned and ran, branches clawing at my clothes like desperate hands trying to pull me back. The whispers escalated into chaotic screams, and I sprinted until the trees thinned, and I burst onto the safety of the familiar park entrance, gasping for breath. I never returned to Pine Hills Park after that night. Sometimes, when the wind howls through my neighborhood, I think I can hear the whispers calling, echoing from the depths of the woods, a reminder of the lost souls trapped beneath that ancient oak, waiting for someone else to heed their call. And every time I pass by the park, I swear I can see her, standing silently, forever waiting, forever lost.